I want to bring in Ma Tianjie, Managing Director of China Dialogue. He was also the Program Director of Greenpeace in China. Thank you so much for joining us. You know, Beijing has set some big goals in reducing smog, the concentration of particulate matter in the air, even by this year, 2017. Are these goals still on track?
Well, I think Beijing is still on track in further reducing its pollution levels, but the 60 microgram target of 2017 probably will be challenging, largely because nowadays all the low-hanging fruits, easier things to do, such as changing power plants from coal into natural gas, has all been done. So there will be more challenging tasks ahead. What we are seeing is that Beijing, since 2013, has been able to reduce PM 2.5 level from 89 microgram to 73 microgram this year, but a further reduction to 60 would be challenging.
China has also set a high target for clean energy. By the year 2020, coal consumption should be reduced from 64% to 58%. So first of all, is that achievable? Is it enough? And how will that impact the economy?
Well, China has been invest a lot of money into renewable energies and trying to rebalance the country's energy structure from a heavy reliance on coal to more renewables in the mix. And I think these targets released a few days ago of 2020 is achievable because nowadays we're seeing different forces coming together. One is the country's urgency attached to tackling smog issue and air pollution, which leads to this kind of huge government efforts into reduce the overcapacity in sectors such as steel and cement, which will reduce the consumption of coal. The other factors are this investment into renewable energy sector. We're seeing China pumping about $100 billion each year into this sector, leading into a high-speed expansion of renewable energy such as wind and solar in this country. And this is way higher than the amount of investment that countries like the United States are now putting into this sector.
Let's turn to climate change. There have been concerns with Donald Trump becoming U.S. president in less than 2 weeks, especially when it comes to the Paris Climate Accord. So could it be up to China to lead the global climate change effort?
Well, I think it is clear that China is going to keep on track of its global climate commitments. So it's not going to backtrack as the new U.S. administration is threatening to do. So I think if you're talking about leadership in this sense, I think because of the fact that China's climate commitments and China's climate progress is largely driven by domestic concerns such as air pollution and the need to rebalance the energy mix to favor more renewable sources. So in this sense, China is going to stay on track of its global climate commitments, which provides this kind of confidence into this global climate regime, especially given the fact that China is the world's largest emitter of carbon nowadays.
All right, Ma Tianjie, thank you so much for joining us from Beijing.